Draymond, Steve mentioned that when you guys rebound like you did tonight and kind of avoid fouling, I mean, your defense this year, I believe you used the stat, fifth best opponent field goal percentage. How much of a key hit is that for you guys, just keeping other teams off the glass?
It's very important. It's one of the most important, things on the defensive end. You got to finish the possession. And we haven't done a great job of that, but we were better tonight. I think we're like number 5 in defensive field goal percentage or something. So if we can, finish out the possession and get rebounds, we can put ourselves in really good position to win a lot more games.
Draymond, how bad did you want to get back out there tonight after the game you guys played the other night?
Anytime you play a shitty game, you want to get back out there. That's the beautiful thing about the NBA, though. You don't have to wait too long. So it was good for us to get back out there and kind of get that Phoenix game behind us. And, we came out and had a good performance tonight, so that was great. Now we got to make sure we're carrying that over to Tuesday against a really good Boston team.
Are you encouraged by what happened tonight, or do you need to see more?
No, it's one game.
Draymond, what happened at the end there with McGruder?
I don't know. I was in the locker room. But apparently he was taking up for Wayne Ellington. When the fuck Rodney McGruder become the tough guy of the team? Like, I don't know, man. Everybody in the league tough these days. It's crazy. I've seen a lot of tough guys this year. I don't understand it. And don't nobody do anything. So, like, if you really wanted to do something, you could have done it. Walk over there talking shit like he's a team tough guy. The hell out of here. Fucking tough guy, Rodney. Fucking tough guy. Also, I'm rocking with Juan T. Juan T was about to bring that town business shit out on him. And yeah, I'm rocking with Juan T on that one anyway. But also, I think it was something that Juan said in the first or second quarter to Wayne Ellington. You ain't got nothing better to do that you still thinking about something from the first or second quarter when you weren't in the game. So apparently, Wayne Ellington must have went over to the bench. I guess he went and told Rodney McGruder because he hadn't been in the game. Yeah. I don't know, man. It's too many tough guys in this league these days for me. But I know ain't nobody scared of no damn Rodney McGruder. Like, fucking kidding me? It's crazy. Insane. But Klay said it best. Klay said it best. So, yeah, we'll leave it at that.
Do you enjoy playing the Pistons? I mean, you had to miss the first Pistons game, back in December. Do you enjoy just even a Michigan team or knowing that people from back home are watching?
Oh, for sure. It's always, obviously it's owned in the home market, so that's always exciting. I grew up, watching that team and, close around that team, through Joe D. And, so it's a lot of history there. So it's always fun playing against those guys for me, for sure.
How far do you think you are from the peak version of yourself you can give this team this year?
I think I'm like 2-3 weeks away, just continuing to get in better shape. My speed is kind of getting there, and I dunked the ball today. That was big time. I was really excited about that. I think that might have been my first dunk of the year. I'm not sure, though. No, I got a dunk a couple games ago off 2 feet, but I think that was my first 1-foot dunk of the year. Not positive, but it's starting to come back. So, I don't know. I talked to Bob about that tonight. I think, a couple weeks, but it's coming. Got me a couple pushes in transition today. That's a good sign. It's definitely coming. I'm excited about it. It's good to see, kind of the work starting to pay off and kind of, starting to build up, some continuity and some feel and my conditioning. It's coming. I'm excited.
Where do you think that version of yourself can help this team most? Rebounding, more defensive disruption? Where do you think that'll help most?
I think all of those areas. Rebounding. I think I've been pretty solid defensively, but I can always be better. And then also pushing the ball in transition. I think that helps a lot, because you're not always playing against a set defense. We have so many athletic guys. If I could push the ball in transition and, find those guys and get everybody involved, I think that's great as well. So I think it'll help on both sides of the ball. Everyone else, and also help me.
Dre, Carlos Ramirez, NBC Bay Area and Telemundo. Your teammates have said a lot about how you make them better on the defensive side of the ball. I wonder how's Andrew making you a better defender with his level of defense this year?
He's been great. He's been, blocking a ton of shots. He's been on a lot of the other team's best wing player, so that's been great. But he's been phenomenal. When he's playing that way, it boosts our overall team defense, which is, great for everyone.
You mentioned pushing in transition, and you came out the gate doing it tonight. How important was it to set that tone? Because the rest of your team seemed to follow you on that.
It was very important to come out and set that tone. Like I said, after coming off a game like we did, a couple nights ago, kind of want to get out there and, get the tone and pace in our favor, and so, I wanted to make that a point coming out the gate, and, it went well for us.
Steve said that he kind of had it by design to get the ball in your hands more. How does that help you sort of establish that early rhythm?
It helps me a lot. Anytime you feel the ball constantly, it just helps you get into a rhythm. But I also think it helps everyone else. Get us settled in, get us running some things, get stuff off the ball at times, as opposed to, I think in the Phoenix game, he had the ball so much, and it just seemed like their defense just did more and more like this. And so, when we, if I got the ball, we can get him off the ball, and now you got him flying off of screens. You get slips with guys. You got Kelly setting pin-ins, Wiggs setting pin-ins, getting those guys off the ball, reversing them. Now they're attacking. So I think it's really good for us when I had the ball more, and then we start to get into the Steph pick and rolls, and that's when the flurry comes.
If you haven't had a dunk for a while, will you hunt one for the fun of it?
No. Nah.
Your face is saying something different.
No, I don't think so. Let all these young guys handle it.
Dre, what's the environment like when you have to say goodbye to a guy like Jordan Poole, send him off to the G League?
We're not saying goodbye. We're saying see you later. And it's no big deal. He's going down there to get his work in and continue to get better, so he can continue to help this team. And one thing about Jordan is he just loved playing basketball. He loved being in the gym, and so it's great for him. It'll be great for his spirits. He go down there. I think he'll go down there and play really well. And that'll be great for him. And then he'll rejoin us, and even in better position to help this team. I know he played really well tonight, and so it'll be good to see him carry that over to Orlando and then bring it back here. But no one's sad. It's not like he's getting demoted or anything like that. He's a second-year player, and that's just sometimes it goes that way. But nonetheless, most guys would rather be playing somewhere than just sitting at the end of the bench, and getting better. And so it'll be good for him, as it will be for Nico and Smiley. Those guys. I think this will be really, really good for them. And, just getting them back in the flow of things, getting Smiley back moving, coming off the surgery. So it'll be good for all of those guys.
Do you like where you guys are at through 20 games?
Hell no. We're 11-9. Nah. We could be a lot better.
Are you confident you're on the path towards that?
Sometimes, and sometimes we aren't. I think it's all about this team building consistency. Um, and when I say consistency, I mean building a consistent identity. We've shown bits and pieces of an identity of who we could be, but we haven't quite been that all the time. And so, consistency is important for this team and to continue building. But, sometimes it feels great and sometimes it doesn't. We got to start putting those games together back to back to back. Not one game here, 2 shit games, 2 good games, a shitty game. You got to start building some momentum.
Draymond, what were your goals for yourself when you came into this season?
I just wanted to come into the season and play really well, and obviously, just kind of get back to who I've been, and so obviously some unforeseen things took place and it kind of set me back a little bit, but it's starting to come for me.
Hey, nice. And following up with that, just kind of switching focus, we were just talking about the G League. What do you think? I'm doing a story about it tomorrow. What do you think about that option that these kids have now that they're playing the G League Ignite, the Santa Cruz Warriors' first game of the G League season? They're playing the Ignite. Obviously, these are a lot of kids who skip going to college and, they're playing professionally. What do you think about that option now, and how do you think it can transpire going into the future?
I think it's a good option, especially for the league to get a guy like Jared Jack, who was my vet, and down there to teach those young Amir Johnson, I think Bobby Brown, and so as cool as it is for those young guys, to have that option to make money, and it's even better for those young guys to have those 3 guys around. The experience that those 3 guys combined have, not only in this league, but, and Bobby Brown, in China and, all the places that he's played and the success that he's had as well. I think for me personally, that's the best part of it. You get a Jalen Green able to learn from Jared Jack. Jared Jack is one of the most solid guys to come through this league. And so, to put those types of guys around those young guys and kind of to show them the way is the best thing the league could have done. It's amazing. And, no one is talking about that, because everything is about, these young guys are able to make money. No, those young guys got those 3 vets around them. That's going to go really well for those young guys. It'll help them out as they continue to move forward in their journey. So, as good as the money is, and, it's beautiful to see those kids be, obviously I've been very outspoken on college athletes being paid, everybody want to keep throwing out this amateur word. If they were such amateurs, they wouldn't be playing and during a pandemic to make money for these schools, So in saying that, it's great for these young guys to, to be able to go and make money and capitalize. And I think they can sign a shoe deal right now. And like the different things that they're able to do, that is fantastic. But what's even better is to find 3 guys like that and put those guys in with the younger guys that they brought onto that team. That's a special thing, and that's going to help those kids out a lot as they move forward in their careers. Y'all have a great night, great Sunday, great Monday, and Tuesday.